Is there a spirit here? Okay, you will not believe what I found in the attic, Callie said as she burst into the room she shared with her twin sister. Cassie was laying on her bed, flipping through a magazine. She looked up, bored, when her sister bounded into their room. What? She sighed. They had just moved into the creepy old house their parents decided to renovate after having a lengthy midlife crisis. They picked renovating an old mansion over divorce because they thought a divorce would be more expensive. Boy, were they wrong. So they packed up and moved their family to the middle of nowhere in the countryside of Maine to renovate the dusty old mansion. The girls were seniors in high school. They also had a 12-year-old brother and a 15-year-old sister. They were all angry at having to change schools and leave their old friends behind. Callie was the only one fascinated with the things that were left behind by the previous owners. She had spent hours that day pilfering through the attic, hoping to find something to lift her twins' spirits. They shared emotions and feelings, so she knew Cassie was hurting. Ta-da! She produced a Ouija board from behind her back. Oh my God, really? Cassie's eyes lit up. Ever since the girls were little, they were fascinated with the occult. Having neglectful parents, you tend to watch a lot of shocking things before your eyes are ready for it. Let's try it now, Callie recommended. Yes! Cassie jumped up and plopped on Callie's bed as she set the Ouija board down. The planchette was dusty and needed a little wiping off before setting it on top of the board. Are you ready? Callie looked up and smiled at Cassie. You bet I am, Cassie smiled back. They both placed their fingertips on the planchette and took a breath. Is there a spirit here? Callie asked the board. They stared at the board, and nothing happened. Great, another boring night with nothing happening, Cassie said, rolling her eyes. Have faith, Callie said softly and waited. Suddenly, the planchette slowly slid its way to yes. Oh my gosh, Cassie squealed. See? I told you, Callie giggled. What is your name? Cassie asked. Slowly, again, the planchette began spelling out a word. C-A-R-R-I-E. Hello, Carrie. Did you live here? Cassie asked. Yes. What did you do when you were alive? M-A-I-D. Made. Oh, cool. What happened to you? H-U-N-G. Hung. Whoa. Why? A-F-F-A-I-R. W-I-T-H. B-O-S-S. Affair with boss. Wow. D-R-O-W-N-E-D. B-A-B-Y. Drowned baby. Okay, let's just stop. This is way too much. Cassie took her fingers off and stood up. Yeah, that's a little overboard. Callie stood as well. But the planchette kept moving. Without their fingertips, the girls watched in horror. B-O-S-S. W-O-U-L-D. N-O-T-L-E-A-V-E. W-I-F-E. Boss would not leave wife. H-E-P-R-O-M-I-S-E-D. He promised. I-K-I-L-L-B-A-B-Y. I kill baby. A-S-R-E-V-E-N-G-E. As revenge. H-E-H-A-D. T-O-P-A-Y. He had to pay. S-H-E-H-A-D-T-O-P-A-Y. She had to pay. N-O-W-Y-O-U-P-A-Y. Now you pay. What does she mean by that? Cassie asked as Callie tore the planchette from the board. She picked up the board and took it out. I'm going to throw this in the fireplace. Callie hurried out of the room. All at once, Cassie began to feel this tingling sensation. It started at the top of her head and radiated downward. Her body was numb. It was like her soul was pushed back to let someone else in. She was flooded with vivid memories. A passionate kiss with a handsome older gentleman. He felt safe and warm. She had never known what safety and warmth was until she tasted heaven in his arms. He promised her that he would leave his wife for her, but he never did. She confronted him, and he finally told her it was never going to happen. He could not be with someone that was beneath him in social standing. They could still be intimate, but she could not have all of him. So that night, he left to take a stroll with his beautiful wife, and she was left to get the baby ready for bed. She decided to hold the baby under the water for a little bit too long. The baby did struggle, then just fell limp. The couple came home to find the dead baby and her hanging by the rafters in the attic. The attic where Callie had found the Ouija board. Okay, it's in there burning. Hey, are you all right? You look sick, Callie asked Cassie as she came back in the bedroom. Oh yes, that must have just spooked me. I am fine. She smiled at the sister. She would suffocate under a pillow that night after she had fallen asleep. Yeah, that was spooky. Mom caught me in the hallway and said dinner is ready. Let's head on down, Callie said. Yes, let's.